Spurs fans, football fans, VAR, PGMOL, an absolute disgrace. From the West Ham game to our game to the rest of the season, what's going on? That was an important game, West Ham Arsenal, and to think of it that I like to win things fair and square and do things fair and square, right? So that, is it right? Feels like a bit of a, it done us a favour, but it don't feel right for West Ham. Nothing feels right at the minute, does it? Up and down. That football game against Leeds was disappointing. A couple of days later, when you think about it, that team, it's got no showman, has it? We just need one showman, a game changer. Tottenham's always had a game changer. I'm not understanding this with Tottenham, but listening to Pleaty the other day, he said this, the structure that's wrong. We're rotting from the top to the bottom like a fish, and I kind of agree with him. Great man, David Pleat. Interesting, very interesting to listen to, very articulate, and he's a football man. We haven't got no football men, have we? Our directors, our people in charge of recruitment, they're not true football men. This is what's put us in this position over the last how many seasons now. But that game, watched it again. No matter how good De Zerbi is as a manager, you can see what he's doing and trying to do and trying to achieve with that bunch of footballers we've got. We ain't gone up the next level at all, have we? We've sold Kane, sold Son. Richarlison's on his last. He's on his last legs, lads. Come on, let's face it. 10 goals this season. Mawani. Now we can see who we've got to sell. Who would you sell? Sell and keep. You know, you could do that video, couldn't you? I was selling everyone on Lou's channel the other month. Just sold them all. I think I kept maybe 2 or 3 people. I can't even remember which people I kept now. Probably Van der Ven and Tell. I'm talking to Tell. The whole world's gone mad, blaming him for they call it losing a game. It was a draw. We got 1 point out of it. We did need to win that game. In reality, we needed to win that game. We needed to be more up front, more everything. But it just didn't happen again. And going back to David Pleat, what he was saying, it is the recruitment for Tottenham. We are absolutely let down by the recruitment. We ain't getting the players that we need, the players that we want. They're looking to specific clubs all the time because they've got avenues of contact with them. It's laziness on their part, isn't it? It's detrimental to the football on field. I can't see the structure changing at all. As long as you've got that middle bit of recruitment and the directors all not being football people, then we're fucked. Absolutely fucked. So it was no good protesting this person out, that person out. It was the structure that needs protesting. Now, you're probably going to get fucking one of the groups who are going to pick out a point and think to yourself, all right, it's this that we need to protest against. In the reality, you heard it here first, folks. Fucking couldn't give a fuck about all this fucking shit on YouTube. But we need to change that director and recruitment. They need to go. See you later. We need to employ football people in football jobs. Not people who just come from college, they've got work experience and that. Mate, it's a joke. An absolute joke. You ain't never going to get anywhere with non-football people in footballing roles, are you? Come on, let's face it. You know, I'm not going to employ a fucking mechanic to work in a guitar shop. I'm not going to employ a guitar technician to fucking change my brake pads. Simple as that. Yeah, so it is rotting, but it's rotted. It's got to the point now where, in the reality, the squad and the youth, the youth need to be brought through. And if they're never ever going to be brought through, then just see you later, sold. You know, I'm not understanding what the necessity is to keep. We know we've got some good youth, so start using them. Start using them. Instead of these loan spells. No, put them on the bench. Let them fucking sit on the bench and get frustrated. Let them get that fire in their heart to when they come on the pitch to like, I'm going to tear this up, bruv. You know what I mean? And it's nice to see. I don't know why we're not looking at the Championship for some of our footballers either. I mean, look at the Robbie Keanes and stuff like that that we've brought. You know, people thought, oh, why have we got him? And then all of a sudden, he's just a goal machine. I'm not understanding. Maybe because none of them are footballing people. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. But the whole world's turned on Matthias Tell, haven't they? We'll go back to that. What do you think of Matthias Tell? I think he's young. I think he needs to be nurtured. And I think the manager... Now, this is a bit... everyone's getting behind this manager and loves the manager, right? That Leeds game... I thought the substitutions were a bit late, to be honest with you. That's the honest to God truth. They was a bit late coming. And the players that we've hyped up over the course of the season, the Bergvals, the Greys, De Zerbi sat them on the bench. Why? Why has he sat them on the bench? Too many mistakes in these young, inexperienced players. We played Matthias Tell. Everyone's going, he made a mistake in the penalty box. He can be forgiven for that. But that was a mistake in the penalty box. That's youth, inexperience. So as such, De Zerbi ain't that stupid. He knows what he's doing, but do you know what? Is he the right candidate for Tottenham? Because I can see when this summer transfer window opens, he's going to be wanting more of a say than previous managers. He's not going to... I've got a feeling he's hot-headed Italian straightforwardness is just going to come to a head, and he's just going to go, do you know what? I wanted them players, and you'll give me them players. Absolute joke. Maybe, in reality, we don't need... Well, we do need a squad. See, this is the thing. We've been left so long without a rotational squad that all of a sudden we need 7 players in, 6 players in. We've never built a squad and kept a squad and just got 2 players in every summer transfer. 2 players, maybe 1 player in the January window, 2 players here, 2, and we've never built properly, have we? It's always on the promise of opening the old war chest, but it never happens, does it? You might have had loads of money spent, but they've spent it on the wrong sort of player. 100 million, instead of buying 1 player or 2 players with that 100 million, we've bought 4. And then you look at the wages, you know, they're just underneath the 6 teams who pay the most. We don't pay good. We need to get one of these £100 million players like Arsenal did with Declan Rice. Or two £50 million players who are certified, guaranteed fucking footballers. Not none of this. Look at Mawani, how much they're charging for him, lad. That's pathetic for what he's done for us. And they want to charge that much money in a transfer window. You are having a laugh, mate. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm talking like I'm an expert in transfers and that. I'm not. But anybody with who watches the game, who's got a bit of a footballing eye, can see these players ain't worth the money. Porro, piss poor. The midfield, it's not the Conor Gallagher, is it, that we expected? Come on, let's face it. Okay, he's a good little player, but it's not the Conor Gallagher we expected. I know he's just landed and he might be brilliant next season, for all I'm saying. But, my good God, the fitness levels, they ain't there, are they? James Maddison, we've got him back. It's a bit of a positive, but he's only 10-20 minute player at the most at the minute. So it's no good relying on him. I've seen a few channels saying that, oh, he's coming back. In the press, oh, he's going to save our season. No. What saved the season is 2 wins now. Simple as that. 2 wins, 6 points, and relying on West Ham to lose everything again. Mind you, I did work it out the other night. I can't remember if we won 1 and drew 1, and we got on the same points as West Ham, and if they won, then we'd still get through on goal difference. That's fine lines. That's very fine lines, isn't it? That's the difference between being 4 places above where Leeds are. We should be above them, bruv. You know, we should. All this top 6 shit, what they're all fucking talking about at the minute, because of a certain newspaper having the top 6 debate, and then all the YouTubers jumping on this top 6 bandwagon shit. Wankers. Absolute wankers. We've not acted like a top 6 club for ages. So all in all, get rid of the directors. Bring in footballing people. Swap out the structure of how the players come through the club. Sign an £100 million player or 250 million pound player who are certified to do something, game changers. We've always had that at Tottenham. We've always had that great player, always. From the Oddles, the Klinsmans, the Gazzers, the Linekers, Robbie Keane. We've always had a great Kane's son. We've always had a Gareth Bale. We've always had that great one player. We ain't got that. There's no goals in this team, is there? Absolutely no goals in this team. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And talking of goals, Richarlison's flops. I'm not negative on the boy, but he is getting a bit older now. And them flops that he made have cost us. They talk about Mawani costing us with the penalty. We would have been all right if Richarlison would have just banged him in. And then we go back to the VAR, what we started with on this video. Was that a penalty, the James Maddison thing? You've heard loads of other channels talking about it. The reality of the situation was, yeah, it was a penalty. You can argue the nuances of it, but he was taken down in the penalty box aggressively. Whether the ball was touched or not, he was still taken down and fouled in the penalty box, yeah? That's the reality of it. The same with the West Ham Arsenal goal, the West Ham goal. It should have standed, shouldn't it? You know? They've just made a mockery of football. They've made themselves indispensable, PGMOL. They're sly. They've done it gradually and gradually. You know, like a snake in the grass YouTuber who networks just to get into a sort of position so he can gain trust and then stitch everybody up. That's what PGMOL have done. They've done exactly the same thing, you know. It's that who, where, and the bait. And yeah, we've took the bait. And that's typical of crafty bastards and con artists. And that's all they are, a bunch of con artists, you know. Argue with me that they ain't. I will tell you all day, fucking, we can bring up video after video after video of this season with all different clubs and bring up fucking, let's take for instance Arsenal, how they get away with fucking blue murder. It's an absolute joke. I don't think it's just Spurs fans seeing this. It's West Ham fans, even Arsenal fair play fans, Chelsea fans, fucking Burnley fans, Wolves fans, fucking, you name the game in the Premiership. It's been corrupted, and the league now depends on what the referees say. If they don't like it, if they don't want you to get any further, they've got the last laugh, haven't they? They've actually got the last laugh. Is it the case of who pays the most through the summer for independent refereeing gets the better results next season? Is that the case with the PGMOL? We've already seen the pictures of them in Thailand. We already know about the referees being having their little summer jobs when the season's off, being taken out by all the big clubs. Oh yeah, come on, we'll independently pay you, and you can referee for us in some of these games. You've got a lovely hotel there, 5-star hotel with 5-star brasses and everything else. That's what I think. That's what I'm alluding to, and that's I understand that it's just all corrupt, absolutely corrupt. Call me tinfoil, Mr. Tinfoil Conspiracy, but there is something more going on, isn't there? You can see it with your own eyes. You don't have to be a professor of anything. You don't have to be a football person to see that one rule for one rule for another. Absolute joke. Oh, but thank you very much for watching. God bless. Peace out. And see you in the next video. And please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Have a good one. And hopefully we'll have better news next week. We've got a week before the next game. A week before the next game. That gives us a week to get ready for... I can't even say their names either now. And we've got Chelsea and fucking Everton. I'm worried about the Everton game. I don't think they're a bad team. They ain't got a bad manager, a footballing man. Chelsea, let's cross our fingers, eh? Peace out.